podcast. Welcome. Happy Monday morning. How are you guys doing today? We're going to get started here in just a few minutes. Welcome. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Hopefully everyone's Monday is going off to a good start. Anything exciting happening this week in your world? We're going to be talking real quick about the power of choosing and the power of deciding. It's so funny how these lessons come in waves that we deal with. As I'm mentoring, as I'm talking to different people, the themes come up. And of course, my dogs are wrestling crazy. You can see, look. Yeah, it's a fun house in my house. Okay, welcome guys. So if you're new to my scope, feel free to type your name in, where you're from, introduce yourself. I'd love to give you a shout out. You're also welcome to share. Hey doggies, hey, hush. Go away. It's peppermint spray. We'll see if that works. Anyway, hey, welcome from England. Awesome. Good morning, guys. Good morning, Mindy. Good morning, Amy. So my name is Nicole Vincent, and I am a Diamond with doTERRA, and this is one of those themes that kind of keeps coming up. And so I'm like, hey, I probably should scope about that, because I think it's something that a lot of us need to hear, and we just don't get on there. Hello, Amy from Oregon. And thanks for the hearts, guys. You guys are rocking it. So if you're new to Periscope, you just tap on the screen, and it gives me hearts, and that just gives me a little love and lets me know that you know it, that you like what I'm talking about. So again, my name is Nicole Vincent, and we're going to be talking about the power of choice today. So we are faced with choices every second of every day, aren't we? If you're not seeing the choices around you, then you might need to take a step back and see how many choices we do make. And there's power in choosing. There's power in claiming your own power, that you have that choice. We have a choice how we view things. We have a choice on how we spend our time. We have a choice on what we spend our time thinking about. We have a choice on what feelings we nurture. We have a choice on how we respond to different situations. There's stuff in life that we don't choose. You know, maybe somebody has hurt us, maybe something happens, but we always have a choice how we respond, always. And there's power in that choice. There's power when you know, hey, I have power over this situation. I can choose if this is going to be a good experience or a bad experience. Good morning, V. Oh, so good to see you on here. And there's also power in deciding something. So a lot of times in this life, we're met with crossroads, right? Should I go down this path? Should I go down this path? Should I do this? Should I do that? And a lot of times we don't decide. We're like, whatever happens, happens. And that's not a good place to be, because when you don't choose, guys, you get the default, and the default usually isn't great. When you decide, when you make that decision, okay, I am going to do my business full out. I'm going to do it. Nothing's going to stop me. I'm committing to this time frame. I'm deciding. There is power in that. And when you decide, you're telling yourself, you're telling God, you're telling everybody around you that this is your decision and you're sticking by it. That doesn't mean you can't change your mind later on. You can. But making that decision and making that declaration that, you know what, this is what I'm going to do. Whether it's going to be, okay, I'm giving up Dr. Pepper. Guess what, guys? I'm clean like 2 weeks now. Pretty good, huh? And my husband, he tried to tempt me, and I did. I partook. I took a sip, and it didn't even taste good. I'm like, oh my gosh, like, things happen. Miracles do happen. But it's that power in deciding that that's not what you're going to do, or that's what you are going to do. Are you going to drink more water? Are you going to teach more classes? Are you going to nurture more relationships? What? I know, Pam, I knew you'd be proud of me about that. I still haven't given up chocolate though, but baby steps. So, but there's power in the decision. And I am speaking from somebody who, I kind of left my life to a default for a while. I was just kind of going through the motions. Oh, now the dog's barking at Pawpaw. Don't get him riled up. videotaping, Paul. They're going to see you in your pajamas. I'm videotaping. Be careful. Everyone's going to see you in your pajamas. Okay. I'm videoing right now. Do you need something?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll be in there in a minute.
Harden.
Okay. Taking a leave and put some deep blue on.
Sorry.
You're fine. Life happens. It's all good. But we're deciding, right? So decide what you're going to do. Decide what you're not going to do and own it. That doesn't mean you can't change your mind later on. You totally can. But give yourself a time frame. Say, okay, I'm deciding. I'm going to commit to this, to doing this for a month or 2 months or a year or whatever it might be. I know for me, when I was I'm with doTERRA, and as I was starting to dabble and share in the oils a little bit, I just kind of having fun with it. I hadn't really decided, I'm going to do this as a business. But when I made the decision, me and my husband talked about it, and he's like, you know what? Are you going to do this or are you not? And I decided, you know what? I'm going to commit to doing it for a year. Trying my absolute best for a year and see what happens. And within that year, my business absolutely exploded and there was no turning back. But I gave myself that out because I'm kind of a wimp like that. Like I like to have an out. And so after that year, I could reevaluate, and if I needed to change my decision, I could. And if I didn't want to, if I wanted to stick with my decision, I can further it. But give yourself a time frame, especially if you're committing to some kind of change or something different in your life. Give yourself a time frame and do something that's realistic. You know, if it's changing your diet, you might want to do a little bit shorter term. If it's something that's going to take longer to produce results, then you might want to give it a year, give it 6 months, whatever. But the power is in the decision. And you have the choice, guys. You have so much power. And you have power over how you think. You have power over how you feel. You have power over how you react and how you respond to things. And as soon as you own that power, and as soon as you take charge and start looking at yourself and looking at your thoughts, looking at your feelings, looking at how you're responding to things, you have that power. If you feel like, if you're a little voice in your, oh no you don't, oh no, it's so-and-so's fault, or it's this person's fault, or oh I've got this condition, or I've got this disease. Guys, that's victim mentality. Don't believe those lies. You have the power. You have the power of choice. The choice is yours and what you decide to do with it. And there is power in that decision. So decide, are you in or are you out? And that can be in any aspect of your life. You know, be it food, be it business, being relationships. Are you in or are you out? Don't straddle the fence. Make a decision and stick with it. And I promise you, great things will happen when you decide. And there's not a right or a wrong decision. It's just deciding. Because guess what? You can make whatever decision you make, your life can be good from it. Yes, there are some bad decisions. You know, don't go out there and kill somebody or do something awful like that. But the power is in the deciding. And I know that as you partner with your higher power, God, divine, whatever you call that higher power, that you'll be inspired and you'll be blessed. And I know for me, as I make those decisions and I take them to God and say, you know what, is this the right decision? He either will confirm it or say, you know what, no, not good. So partner with God, partner with your higher power on decision making, but you need to decide. Okay, He's there. He blesses with agency. And that's the gift of choice. And if we aren't choosing, we're giving up that power. So make sure you take your power, make the choice, make the decision, and stick with it. And I know that as you do that, you're going to find blessings in your life. Doors are going to open up and things are going to happen. You're going to have some adversity. I will promise you that. But it's going to be adversity that's going to help you grow and that will help you develop into the person that you're meant to be. So as you start this new week, think about what you're going to choose into. What are you going to decide on? What has been floundering in your mind over the past week or two or whatever? Think about that and make a decision and move forward. And always remember, the choice is yours. Whether good or bad, the choice is yours. And if you choose not to choose, that is a choice also. And you get the default, and the default usually sucks. No good. So don't choose the default by default. So, I'm so glad. You guys have a fabulous week. I've got a really busy week, but hopefully we'll be scoping. I know for sure on Wednesday is our holistic health series, and that's Wednesday at 11 a.m. Central Standard Time, both here on Scope and on, I've got a webinar going. So if you want to watch the PowerPoint, I don't know the topic yet that we're going on. I'm thinking I might do emotions, but find me on Facebook, or you can shoot me an email. My email is on my bio here, and I'll get you connected with that webinar information. So have a great week, guys. Make it great. Find a way to bless somebody else around you, and just have a great one. Bye-bye.